about most unlikely to succeed, most unlikely to amount to anything, is going to be a brain surgeon. Not just any brain surgeon, but a hallelujah shouting, tongue talking, glory, hallelujah, praising God.
Amen. Hallelujah. Well, praise the Lord. Funny thing about joy, Pastor Tom, the Bible said, neither be ye sorry, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. That's a peculiar way to me to describe joy as it being strength. He didn't say it's happiness. He didn't say it's good times. He said it's strength. Strength has to be opposed to be used.
Hallelujah.
It's a funny thing about joy. It's not happiness. It's not anything that we build up in our mind for it to be, but it's strength. When Moses was on the mountain, when Abraham took his boy up to the mountain, he said, whether there's a sacrifice, whether my boy makes it off the mountain, I'm going to make an altar. If he doesn't make it off the mountain, I'm going to make an altar. The joy of the Lord is my strength when it makes sense, and the joy of the Lord is my strength when it doesn't make sense. When opposition comes against me, it's joy that keeps me up in the morning and walking in the face of the devil. When all hell brings an all-out attack, it's the joy of the Lord. The joy of the Lord is my strength, and in my weakness, His strength is made perfect. The joy of the Lord, and this joy has been opposed. There's been times I haven't been happy, Sister Pam. There's been times I've been depressed. There's been times I've been pushed down. There's been times it's made me angry and I didn't understand situation. But that didn't affect my joy, because with joy I'm drawing water out of the wells of salvation. No matter what the devil may throw at me, I'm saved. I'm a child of God, and I've got the joy of the Lord. It's my strength. It's my strength, Sister Latoya. It's my strength. Whatever the situation is, my joy is not dependent on it. Oh, hallelujah. This past year, Pastor Tom, I was telling you how that strength can only be used when it's opposed. And here came opposition to my joy. Didn't look like I was going to get in to medical school. Some of you may have heard this story, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell it anyway, because it's my joy and it's my strength. Didn't look, and I went to the interview, and she said, you did great, but we just don't have enough spots. I don't know what to tell you. It's the only thing the number one thing I wanted out of life. I just wanted to go to medical school and be a good doctor, a Pentecostal doctor. So that's all I wanted. And they said, you just can't do it. We don't know, there's just no spots. But we continued in prayer, and we continued in fasting. And I didn't go and lay out of church for 3 weeks and become a missing person, and nobody saw me, because I had joy. I didn't let down on my praise because I still had joy. They said, you're probably not going to get it, but I still had joy. 3 weeks later, I got in. He's my strength, He's my joy. He's my strength, and He's my joy. The last month, the next attack, this past month of September, the enemy came to attack my family, attack my mom's health. They said, you've got cancer. If we could have caught it earlier, we could have caught it before that it became cancer. But now it's moved forward, and we're going to have to do surgery, invasive surgery. It took them almost 6 hours, but I still had my joy. My strength was being opposed, but I still had my joy. Well, they said we don't know until we get in there. All I know, she went under the knife. They came out, we said, we got some precautionary measures that we want you to do. And then my dad was sitting next to me there talking to the surgeon. They said, Mr. Stevens, and son, we think we got it all. I'm telling you, when hell comes on the attack for whatever you hold precious in your life, hold dear to the joy of the Lord. That is your strength in sorrow. How can you have it? Can I have one more minute? How can you keep it? How do you keep it when the attacks keep buffering?
Tell me!
Yeah. When the attacks keep coming at you. There's only one secret. Prayer and dedication to God is all that's going to keep you through. And so I say, and I hope the devil is tuning in tonight to listen, that you can have this world, but just give me my Jesus. Hallelujah. Joy. Joy. And here's the other secret. The Bible said, every man that hath this hope purifieth himself, even as he is pure. If you are a child of God, walking uprightly before God, there is no devil out of hell that can come to assail against you and prosper. You are a child of God. Get up and act like it. Praise like it. And I don't have hope in this life only, because if I did, I'd be of all men most miserable. But I have hope of a land that's better, and I have hope where my soul just keeps on living. Because even in death, when that's as final as it seems, you say, well, you've talked about the good side of the story, things that turned up, things that turned around. Maybe you've got a loved one that died. King David knew a little something about that. Looking over the body of his boy, he said, I cannot bring him back. I cannot bring him back. But remember how I told you that I have hope of a better world, of a different world beyond the clouds? He said, I cannot bring him back, but I can go to him. So I don't have hope in this outward man that perishes, but in the inward man which is renewed day by day. I wish you'd come to church tonight and praise the Lord.
Couldn't have been said any better.